Hello. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Cool. Not sure what it is, but cool. I don't know if you're referring to the issue that you had the other day or the gas. Oh, okay. Hi, Ross Lynch, actor fan. How are you? In fact, how is everybody doing today? Yeah, I hear you. Ugh. I don't like weeks like that, but I sort of feel like at least you're alive. And a stressful week hopefully means that your weekend is a little bit lighter. I don't know. Oh, this, I feel like this is one of the smaller zoos that I featured, and they actually have a lot to do, but I feel like the prices are really, really high. Mhm. Oh, well, actually, yes. Actually, yes, they can be. We will be starting here in just a second. I gotta get the poll up. I wish YouTube needs to create a way for us to do all of this stuff, like the polls and everything, before we go live. That would be absolutely incredible. Because I feel like we're 6 minutes in, and so far I've basically said nothing about the topic. We are going to be doing a zoo to do. It is going to be on the Elmwood Park Zoo. And then later tonight, we're going to be doing a larger zoo. It is not from the United States, but it's also not from Europe. And I don't believe we've done it yet, but we'll find out at 7 o'clock. So far this week, it hasn't been too bad. The heat has been bad, and the humidity has been awful. Okay, now we got it up. There we go. Okay, are we ready? Now that it's 8 minutes into whatever, I am going to start putting up a little bit more information, just because I feel like you need to know other information about the zoo. So in this case, the zoo opens up at 10 a.m. and closes at 5 p.m. Now, if you are a member, doors open an hour earlier at 9 a.m. But the good news is they do close at the same time. Ticket prices, $26.95 for adults. Children are 3 to 12 at $23.95. Seniors 65 plus are $20.95. That's $20.95. Students who have a proper school ID can get in for $24.95. And babies 0 through 12, goof up, 0 through 12 are free. Whoa, I did it again. Babies 0 through 2 are free. There, I fixed it. An adult must accompany anyone under the age of 18 through these encounters. If you have someone in your group who has special needs or has mobility issues, you are encouraged. Thank you, Dr. Comer. Or have mobility issues. Not in this case. Not in this case. Yeah. If you have somebody in your group who has mobility issues, you are encouraged to call the zoo in advance. They do get a little bit of a discount, but it's definitely not for free. It's interesting to see the prices for the different things. And again, I think this may be one of the more expensive zoos that I've seen. So the first encounter / event that you can do at the zoo is called Date with Dottie the Coati. And the duration of the program is 30 minutes. Admission is for 4 guests, ages 4 and up. Price for non-members is $300, and the price for non-members is $300 and $275 for members. You are required to wear a mask for this encounter. And it doesn't say if the zoo provides them, so I don't know. It also does not say if the prices for the encounters includes entry into the zoo. That is big. Otter feeding is the next one. It's again 30 minutes. Admission is for 2 guests for ages 12 and up. Available May through December at 2:30 p.m. Again, you are required to wear a mask. Price is $275 for non-members and $250 for members. I'm assuming that $275 covers both guests. I'm assuming. They do have a sloth encounter, but currently you cannot you can't do it. You are not allowed to touch or hold the sloth. And I mean, seriously, if you ever saw the teeth of a sloth, you would not be holding them anyway. Duration is 30 minutes. Admission is for 4 guests for ages 6 and up. It is available January through October at 9 a.m. And then November through December on Wednesdays through Saturday at 11 a.m. Price is $350 for non-members and $325 for members. The Giraffe VIP experience, duration is 30 minutes. Admission for peeps ages 6 and up. April through October, Sunday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Price is $500 for non-members and $450 for members. That is $400.50. So yes, Ross Lynch actor fan, they do have encounters that are higher than 300. Playtime with Penny. Playtime with Penny. It's not really playtime with Penny. I don't think you get to have any sort of hands-on with Penny, but whatever. Duration is 30 minutes. It's available June to October. Admission is good for 2 people, ages 10 and up. Available Thursday through Sunday, Price is $275 for non-members, and for members it is $250. So that $275 is $275. And by the way, Penny is an alligator. Just saying. Hence the reason why I don't think you're going to be petting them. Owl Obsession. Duration is 45 minutes. Admission is for 4 guests, ages 5 and up. Price is $275 for non-members and $250 for members. Reptile Rendezvous. Duration is 45 minutes. 4 guests for ages 5 and up. Price is $200 for non-members and $175 for members. You were right on the dot. Chinchilla treatment is 30 minutes long. It's for ages 5 and up, and the price is $140 for members and $125 for members. That is wrong. Price is $140 for non-members and $125 for members. Snacks with Pokey. I hope during Snacks with Pokey you don't get poked. Duration is 30 minutes. It is for guests ages 6 and up. It is $275 for non-members and $250 for members. And Pokey, by the way, is a porcupine. Flight of the Vulture. This is not, I don't know. I was going to say something and then I decided not to. Flight of the Vulture, duration is 45 minutes. 4 guests for ages 10 and up. $275 for non-members and $250 for yearly members. The rabbit encounter is not available at this time. Duration would be 30 minutes. 4 guests ages 4 and up. $140 for non-members and $125 for members. Skunk. Duration is 30 minutes. 4 guests ages 5 and up. Guests must wear a mask to protect the animal. Price is $275 for non-members and $250 for members. Oh my gosh. Hedgehog Hangout. Duration is 30 minutes. Admission is for 4 people ages 4 and up. Price is $140 for non-members and $125 for members. And I'm not done yet. Just roll with it. Armadillo Experience duration is 30 minutes. Available Wednesday through Saturday for guest ages 5 and up. Admission is $175 for non-members and $150 for members. Trail of the Jaguar behind the scenes. Duration is 45 minutes. It is for 4 guests ages 10 and up. The encounter begins at 2:30 p.m. Masks are required, and the price is... Ross Lynch, actor fan, can you guess how much this encounter cost? Hello, new people coming in. If you're enjoying this live, please give it a like and subscribe. It is $500. American. I'm not even making it up. Not even making it up. And our next zoo to do will be tonight at 7 p.m. and we are doing the Toronto Zoo. That last one is a behind the scenes at the Trail of the Jaguar. And it's for up to 4 people. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason that it's so high. We'll see. Maybe there's something in the description that Oh, awesome, Baragon Productions. I like that name. Is it a small zoo? No, by the way, the zoo is in Pennsylvania. So just FYI. Now they do, if you live in Montgomery County, they do have half price. So if you do live in Montgomery County, in Pennsylvania, you do get half price, which I tell you, to be honest, those prices aren't bad. They're a lot cheaper than the other prices. Awesome. I'm all for small zoos if I get something out of it. Like if they have something that's like a wow factor. I don't know how much it costs. Also, if you're a military member, you can get in cheap. So a veteran with a valid ID can get in for $10.95, which is awesome. And their companion gets in for $10.95. Active duty members receive free admission. First responders. Awesome. Also, if you are a first responder, meaning you're a current police officer, firefighter, or EMT, show your credentials at the admission counter. That can be a fire or police badge, your identification cards. If you're in uniform, accompanied by a photo ID, you can get in free to the zoo too. And I tell you what, I love that. That is amazing. Elmwood Park Zoo, you have given me a amazing new respect. I think it's amazing. And I'm all for it. Sorry. I went to look for something and I saw that and I had to say something. Um let's see. Come behind the scenes at our Trail of the Jaguar exhibit. You get a tour of the building, learn about how the zoo cares for jaguars, bobcat, ocelot, white-throated wood rats, and more. You will have the unique opportunity to observe a training demonstration with one of the jaguars, and you'll take home a painting made by one of our jaguars. That could be why it's so expensive. Because of the painting. That could be. That is yes, I have, and I love it. My problem is Planet Zoo is amazing. Planet Zoo is a game sort of like Zoo Tycoon, but it is whoo. I haven't played it as much lately because I can't afford the new packs. Um, but I love it. I'm not the best at it. The last really cool thing I put into my game was to create sort of a burning rainforest area, sort of an exhibit, but not an exhibit, where I took a tree and I flipped it upside down or laid it down on the side and then put the lava pieces in places to make it look like the tree was on fire, and then put in a bunch of the dead trees around it. It looked really cool. Um, but my favorite thing is when you get the babies and their morphs. I love that. That is so cool. Yeah, it didn't look really good, but I thought it was neat. And I haven't played in a long time. I think I don't even know the last pack I got. I don't remember. Um, well, there's the base game, right? Hold on. Um, ooh, so cool, Baragon Productions. So they are coming out. They just came out with they're coming out with an Asian animal pack. The animals in this pack include the Pierre David's deer, Bornean elephants, which means that we now have 3 elephants to choose from. Honey badger, Japanese raccoon dog, black buck, and I'm going to not pronounce it right, nilgay. That is a type of antelope, I believe. And then there's also an American's animal pack. And with this one, everybody got there had to be more than that. 7 new animals, including coyote and bush dog. Oh, wait, they got, here it is. Coyote, bush dog, bighorn sheep, greater rhea ocelots, American flamingos, white-faced saki. Bush dogs are a smaller dog species from the Amazon or from South America. What's cool is sometimes we don't have any flying birds yet. But this is our second that I know of, our second flamingo. It's South American. The white-faced saki is what? Our third monkey? Third or fourth monkey? They gave us a zookeeper's pack, which included 7 new animals, including the Hamadryas baboon, the Pallas cat, Markhar, which is a goat, the speculated bear, African spurred tortoise, a dik-dik, which is a really small antelope, and the safaka. So if your kids watched Zabumafoo or Zabomafo, I don't know, something like that, it's a lemur that instead of walking, it hops. And they're actually quite big. They also gave us a barnyard animal pack, which included Highland cattle. So those, thank you, Baragon Productions. The Scottish Highland cattle that are really famous, Sussex chicken, alpaca, American Standard donkey, Hill Radnor sheep, and the Tamworth pig. Fun fact, the Tamworth pig is endangered, if I remember right. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So there's a lot. They dropped a Euro-Asia animal pack. I feel like I'm selling the game. You can bring it up. I feel like this one doesn't give me all of the animals. So the Eurasia pack, that I can tell, has 7 animals, including an exhibit animal. It has European bison, wild boar, and the wolverine, as well as mute swan, I know there's more to it than just that. So wolverine, wild boar, European bison, mute swan, takin, which is an animal from China, more or less, Herman's tortoise, sloth bear, Saiga antelope, and there's supposed to be an wolverine, what was the exhibit animal? I'm running the video for the pack. So there's a lot. With Oceania, which is one of my favorite packs, they gave us, okay, Oceania is one of my favorite packs because they gave us a lot. It gave us the kiwi, Tasmanian devils. Love doll. Hi. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop because we're going to spend all day doing this. But I will go through and tell you the packs that they gave us. And then if you want to know more about a pack, we can discuss it. But, so let me just start from the get-go. So the packs include Asia Animal Pack, America's Animal Pack, Barnyard Animal, Eurasia, Oceania, Arid Animal Pack, so a lot of desert creatures, Tropical Pack, Grasslands Animal Pack, Twilight Pack, which, of course, it's twilight animals or crepuscular animals. Carry me through, that's just too bad. Conservation Pack, Wetlands Animal Pack, Europe Pack, North American Animal Pack, Africa Pack, Southeast Asia Animal Pack, Aquatic Pack, Australian Pack, South American Pack, Arctic Pack, and a deluxe upgrade pack, which did give us a few more. As well as the base game, which gives you animals. Yeah, I would like to see... I'd like to see, and I know it's lame, I would like to see a few more crocodilians. I'd like to see manatee. Do we have walrus in the game? I can't remember. I'd like to see a walrus. I really don't want to see whales. I feel like no. I'd like to see flamingos. I'd like to see some fish being exhibit animals. And just, I wish they would give us flying birds because I really want, I'd really, really like to see, a harpy eagle. Okay, guys, oh, yeah, because it's, what is one everyday sound that you really, really love? It might be kind of cool to have, like, dinosaurs that we can scatter throughout. Mourning doves would be cool. Hummingbirds would be cool. Like we have for the bats. Or the butterflies? I know there's a lot. So let me tell you. Well, it's my mind is on it. That is not what I wanted. We gained a new subscriber. Woohoo! We are just about. I got to give you this update. So, update. We are currently at 2,694 public watch hours. Well, yeah, the birds sing. You get the sounds of the animals in the game. I mean, the game itself has its flaws, but I've lost count of how many animals we actually have. But I need a new system and a job. Um yeah, we don't get. I've never played Animal Crossings. I also wish they would add leopard seals to the game. Just saying, it'd be cool. It's another game from Nintendo. What is up with that phone today? I want my favorite animals. A California condor would be cool. Our next live, I'm going to switch it up, will be Friday. We are going to be doing Elmwood. No, we're not. On Friday's live is going to be medicinal uses for venom. Actually, we're going to switch it. It's going to be medicinal plants in my yard. And then at 7 p.m., hopefully we're going to be doing medicinal uses for venom. Saturday, we are doing exhibit focus night hunters. and Nora Dia Australian. And that'll take us into next week. And then let me tell you what exciting videos are coming up this week. And then you can decide if you want to watch them or not. We are going to be doing head lice, tomorrow's video, meerkats, teeth and their jobs, and then we're going to be talking about turtle shells, things you may or may not know. And then the following week, we are doing Japanese wolf as an endangered species, permafrost, layers in the rainforest, American toad as a poisonous animal, big brown bat, gray wolf as an endangered species, and African elephant as a species. That could... Baragon, you need to check local laws on that one, bud. So that is where we're at. Really cool video ideas that are coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. Also, hope you guys are checking out the Spooky channel if you're into that stuff. Tomorrow is head lice. Nope. I have not. So that is where we are up to. Other videos that you might be interested in that are coming up a little bit later include Lyme disease, the history of the avocado, why standing out in nature might be a good thing, squid as a group, the history of parsley, what a monotrim is, spotted eel garden, Baragon Productions, spotted garden eel would be really cool as an exhibit animal. Emperor penguin, echolocation, and sardine. Definitely Zoo Tycoon. Or no, sorry, Planet Zoo, but Zoo Tycoon was pretty cool too. And what's the other one? Yeah, that's the one I can think of. What is the Jurassic Park game? I think it's Jurassic Park, where you set up the and the dinosaur exhibits. I can't think what it's called. That one too. Guys, I am limiting this live to just 1 hour because I have to ensure that we're not going to get interrupted. Because I have errands to run today. Evolution. I have Jurassic World Evolution. I have not I have not gone into, I don't have a lot of money to be spending on entertainment as of late. I want to get, what is the name of it? Prehistoric Planet? Prehistoric Kingdom. That looks incredible. Just saying. My computer is doing it again. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to switch it. That's why. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to end the poll. I've only got 2 minutes anyway. Your favorite ways to connect with nature are watching wildlife, gardening, learning about new discoveries, and, well, wait, 40% of you say watching wildlife is your way to connect with nature. 20% of you said gardening. 20% of you said learning about new discoveries. And 20% said supporting conservation efforts. Awesome. We are down to just a minute left in live. So I want to say thank you to everybody that came in. Oh, and I am going to start ending live the way that I end my videos. And if people don't like it, well, that's on them. Remember, you are perfect just the way you are. Never give up on yourself because you are worth it. Keep reaching for your goals. Always keep learning. Lastly, hate is not something you are born with. It is something you are taught, and it can be unlearned. And with that, guys, I need to say goodbye. Thanks for coming in. You've made my day just a little bit better. I hope I've made your day a little bit better. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Thank you, Ross Lynch. Goodbye, guys.